What's up guys, welcome to a new episode of my vlog. Diaw here from Copenhagen, and today we will be talking about food. Something that you have to know about me is that I love food. Not really junk food, but I really like some good food, and like raclette, for example. Now the season is over, but I have been eating a lot of raclette lately. I really like good steaks. I like Italian food. By the way, let me know what is your favorite food. That would be interesting to know. But yeah, and over a year, it's very difficult for me to keep that discipline, about food. To stay, healthy the whole year. Not that I'm unhealthy, but it's just that it's very difficult for me. Especially also that in table tennis we have this tradition where after the matches we often go and eat some burgers and junk food and like this. But yeah, to be honest, if I have the choice myself, I would really like to invite some friend over and have a good dinner, and of course some good steak, and I will add some béarnaise sauce, and I will add some more potatoes and this. So sometimes, yeah, it's very difficult, to keep like really a strong discipline and have, health body weight, that I should have, and maybe that's the difference between top players and me. But over the years, I made like kind of a formula, or I have a tradition where a couple of weeks before important tournament or important match, I will start a diet. Basically, the things that I would recommend is that, for example, let's say if you prepare for European Championships or a continental event or World Championships, and that you have a training camp to do, I recommend that everything that we talked about now, that you started maybe 1 or 2 weeks before that training comes. So this is what often that I do. Then you will not, shock your body so much. And if you do that, then when you will come back to eating normal, then it will be not beneficial for you. But yeah, me, I'm someone that gain weight and lose weight pretty easy. Just to look at a piece of cake, for example, I gain 500 grams. So yeah, for me, it's something that helped me a lot, before big tournaments, and I believe that it always helped me before, for example, before qualification for the Olympics, or before World Championships, or before African Championships. And honestly, I believe that I always played the best that I could, and especially also at the Olympics. And this is the last time that I have done this. Yeah, enough talk, and let's jump to it. But one of the most important things is water. And outside of the training, you have to drink, at least for an athlete, 2.5 liters of water outside of the training. And for me, it's very difficult for me to drink water. I feel like it's boring, I always like to have some juice or some syrup. When I'm making this formula before tournaments, I really have to stick with water. So what I do is that I drink this instant tea from Herbalife. Helped me a lot. There is absolutely no calorie in it. And this is what I have done this morning. And every time that I wake up in the morning, I drink 1 or 2 glasses of this. So one thing you can do is that just take a liter of water, and then you have to drink this the whole day, and 2 times. So yeah, this is a thing that you can keep in track. I always make myself some small goals like this to help me keep keeping track of what I have been drinking the whole day. So in the morning, usually, and if you follow my vlog, you must know that I eat like 4 eggs in the morning. You will hear this a lot, but the most important thing is that to eat enough protein, because we are athletes, and we need our muscle, and the goal is to keep that muscle. And the main source of calorie that you will take is protein. And if you eat the right amount of protein in one day, you will be able to practice good, and to not feel very tired, to not feel so hungry. So the most important is that all the things that you eat basically in one day, it's basically almost just protein. I say a lot of protein, but doesn't mean that it's animal protein. I know that many of you guys are vegetarian or vegan, and you can have a source of protein anywhere. To be honest, I have tried one time to go vegan and vegetarian, but to be honest, it didn't help me, and just that I like meat too much. but I have tried. But yeah, it's not something that's for me. Regarding good fat, I usually use oil. Olive oil, I think for me is the best, and I limit myself of 3 spoons of olive oil. You can find good fat anywhere, like for example in almonds, nuts, and I would recommend like only 1 fist of those, and maybe 1 avocado, you know, per day. It's important that if you cook, I would recommend definitely olive oil. I mean, this is what I do. It has been working for me. Yeah, and yeah, 3 olive oil. So it's even like if, for example, I make a salad, then I will try to use like half a spoon of olive oil, then to keep the rest for my chicken or beef that I will eat later. All right, let's talk about carbs. So carbs, it's actually very, you know, personal. I believe that everyone has kind of an opinion about if you should eat carbs or not carbs and everything. I honestly believe that the carbs doesn't make you fat, but it's just about how you should use carbs, you know. And basically carbs you should use before an effort. And then actually if you don't really make an effort after your meal, then I believe that you really should limit yourself with carbs. So basically often what I do is that I take 4 spoons of oats. Oats, I believe, is one of the best source of carbs that you can find. So yeah, I just put like 4. I limit myself to 4 spoons of carbs, and yeah, for me this is actually okay for me. To be honest, like at the beginning you will feel maybe a little bit hungry, but that's why I say that you should not do it when you go to a hard training camp or a hard training, that you should actually come, you know, like many weeks before you start to really prepare yourself for actually training very hard, etc. And then I believe that also doing this will help you, you know, first of all mentally. It's really time to be you know, in beast mode and focus and everything. And then when you go to training, you will feel that okay, now you feel better, your body will feel definitely better, your mind also will feel better when you will be practicing, and you will be able, yeah, to train like quite hard directly from the beginning of the camp. And to finish, you know, portion of fruit. I really like blueberries. It's a personal thing for me. I really like blueberries in the morning. There's, you know, some fruit that I recommend, like kiwis is very good, peach is very good, apple definitely. Of course, it depends on the season and also where you come from and what's very fresh at that time. But I really recommend to eat like fruit that are good within the season. This actually is definitely the best. But yeah, I'm not so much like this. I really like my routine, and basically like for me, blueberries, it's good, kiwis, apple. Yeah, this is things that have been helping me. And again, guys, like this is really like the things that have helped me a lot. You can get inspiration about all this and then make it a little bit on your own. But yeah, this formula kept me going and all these years, and yeah, I'm just feeling good like this, you know. So yes, that's it, that's my breakfast. If you like the content of this video so far, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe the channel. That would mean a lot to me. So now let's dig in. Guys, it's probably the most boring thing for you, but I love oats. Like, my girlfriend doesn't understand how I can love oats that much. Like for me, it's just, I don't know, it's actually very good. Sometimes I really look forward to come in the morning just to eat oats, and I eat oats every day, but I really like this breakfast. I really enjoy it, kind of, and maybe it might be boring, but sometimes, you know, the simple things make you happy, right? So yeah, I don't know, I'm really enjoying it, to be honest. All right, guys, breakfast is done, and now it's time to clean everything and get ready to practice. practice is done. Great practice, and actually I felt very good. I didn't feel like so hungry, so that's fine. So now we are going to eat lunch, and actually after practice, I recommend that if you don't eat within the next hour, then you should eat a protein bar, and a small one. I actually recommend this bar from Herbalife. It's a very good bar. It's 10 grams of protein and 140 calories, so it's not so much calorie, but it's good because we want to lose weight, that's the goal. If you have to keep your weight or maintain your weight or maybe gain weight, I would definitely recommend to eat a protein shake and a protein bar that is 30 or 20 grams of protein. Now that we want to reduce the amount of calories that we eat, I will recommend a small bar, and this is definitely the bar that I recommend. But me, I actually feel okay, so I will not eat this bar of protein. I will just go home and then eat lunch. Back in the kitchen, and I will prepare my lunch. So what we'll eat today is some leftover salmon with some squash and salad and tomatoes. Normally I thought I had some cucumbers, but finally it will be only salad and tomatoes. So for the big meals, for lunch and dinner, you have to know that the vegetables, it's free. You can really eat as much vegetable as you want. It's okay. And for carbs, I would say that 2 spoons of any kind of carbs, it's enough. And today I will put some carbs, and I will add corn. Corn is actually a carb, it's not a vegetable. So I will put 2 spoons of corn, and yeah, that's it. So we want to cut the amount of carbs that we have in half. Normally I believe that I would put 4 or 5 spoons of rice or pasta or this, but now I want to cut everything in half, so 2 is the limit that I put on myself. Alright guys, that's it. Here's my lunch, some salmon that we had yesterday with some squash, and then a salad, tomatoes and corn. So yeah, it's boring. I'm not the best cook in the world, but yeah. I think I have said it one time before, is like, actually the good athlete enjoy making the boring stuff. And actually this is definitely the separator between great athletes and us, is like, they really enjoy this, and for example, like to make 30 minutes of service, it is boring, but it is necessary. And same to stretch, and same to go to ice bath, and same to go to physio, etc. Like, it's boring, but it's really necessary. And I think that if you enjoy making all this boring stuff, then it will be very helpful in general for your career, or for your mental health, and for your success. Yeah. And I finish my lunch with an apple. Yes, that's the lunch that I recommend. So of course it's the things that work for me. It's actually very personal, so you can take what you want to take, or you can of course make your own your own sauce. To be honest, like, it's really up to you. What I do also is that I eat salmon, I think 2 times a week. Because I think that is very important to eat, some fish. But most of the time I would stick with steak, or and the best definitely is like chicken breast. One thing that I forgot to mention is to talk about the healthy weight. And the healthy weight, I would say that it's the weight where you perform the best. And to know that is that basically when you had a very fantastic performance, when you beat someone, when you felt very good, then yeah, that you had a very good night or a very good week, then try to weight yourself, because you want to reproduce this performance a lot of time. And definitely weight, it's also very important, because it's your body that you use to be able to make that performance. And I have done that, and basically my best weight is like 78 kilos, 79 kilos, but I think 78. So I always aim for that. And what I have done the last few years, and especially the last time is at the Olympics, is that I aimed 1 kilo below because when I wanted to go to the Olympics, I actually wanted to enjoy myself. And I just wanted that, yes, if I want to have a piece of cake, or if I want, to eat a little more, because I know that at the village there's a lot of good food. So I was like, then I can allow myself, to have this during the week. And if I don't, then it's okay, But at least this is the thing that at least that's the goal that I set myself, So being between 77 and 78.5 kilo or something like this, So yeah, it's a little bit like, overthinking, but it's just the thing that worked for me. And to be able to not overthink too much, this is why I aim, for 78 kilos. So, and the funny thing is that I was about to have a piece of cake, and me and Mehdi, we were waiting in the self, and it was Rafael Nadal just in front of us, and I was like, normally I don't really like to take pictures with athletes and this, because in Tokyo, for example, I didn't take with any athlete. Okay, only one. It was Asensio, player for Real Madrid, and because the same year he scored an amazing goal at the Copa del Rey against Barcelona. So I said, when I saw him, I said, okay, I have to take a picture with him. But normally I don't really like to take picture, because especially for the athlete, I felt like there is a lot of demand from them, and I just feel like sometimes they're a little bit bored. And then I was like, Mehdi was here, and I was like, Mehdi, should I ask a picture, to him? And Mehdi was like, anyway, you are both waiting to eat, so at least you just ask for the picture now. And then I asked him, hey, Nadal, can you please have a picture? And then he said, yeah, of course. And I felt like, it was a little bit difficult for him not to take the picture, but it was a lot of demand for him, And then we actually took the picture, and I felt like, okay, it was not annoying, because we were both waiting, and it was like, okay, let's have a picture. But yeah, I had the picture. I was very happy. And then he was just in front of me. He was pointing to the chef. He was like, I want a little bit of this, I want a little bit of that, and I want a little bit of this. And then when the chef asked me, what do you want? And I say, bring the same. I want the same of this and of this and of that, Because yeah, and then he was like, only vegetables. It was actually chicken that he took, 2 pieces of chicken, and then a lot of vegetables. And then I'm not sure exactly, but it was like no sauce and maybe some rice, but actually no sauce and like this. So I just eat everything. And yeah, that's the thing. That's a little story, but just to tell you that actually one guy like this, he was eating very healthy, and then he wanted to perform because it was, it was his last Olympic, So yes, this is a thing that you can have, as a reference to, because I also feel that when you play, or when you go for a tournament, or when you go for a week, etc., it's also very important, to have some pleasure. And for me, I find a lot of pleasure in in food. So sometimes having a little piece of cake, it will not hurt it will not hurt anyway. But it's good to say, what, I did the job before. Now I can eat whatever I want. It will not affect my performance. So yeah, again, this is the thing that worked for me. Take what you want, and yeah, leave what you want. But yeah, this is maybe a guideline that you can follow. Alright guys, last meal of the day, dinner. So if you made it through the day, you just have one more meal. So let's jump to it. For dinner, no carbs allowed at all, like really nothing. Only vegetables is allowed. So I will make a ratatouille. Of course, I'm French, so this is one of the dishes that I know how to do. And it's basically squash, aubergine, pepper, onion, tomatoes, and 350 grams of meat. I'm not alone, my girlfriend will eat with me, and even if she's pregnant and she will not be happy eating only this, yes, she will probably get a snack after. Yeah, basically no carbs allowed, because the only thing that you will have to do is to eat and then sleep. I recommend to eat 3 hours before you sleep. Is definitely better for the digestion, and then you will feel better if you are not digesting the food while you are sleeping. And yes, basically it's just to eat vegetables and then go to sleep. Normally you don't do anything. If you have a late training or whatever, you can add some carbs, but normally basically you eat dinner and you go to bed. So yes, let's jump to it. Right, guys, that's the end of this vlog, and I hope that you enjoyed it, and it has been very helpful for you. I say it again, this is the thing that have been working for me the last few years, and of course this is a thing that I will continue doing for myself. Also, I really believe that myself, I should be able to be more careful about what I eat, especially that now I'm 32 years old and I would like to continue to play for a longer time. So this is the things that help me, you know, for the big tournament and be healthy. It also happens sometimes that I felt that I didn't do the job before. I didn't care so much about the way that I have been behaving in the kitchen, and yeah, I paid the price directly, and also mentally I felt not as confident, not as prepared for my tournament. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please comment a lot and ask me a lot of questions. I will try to help you the best that I can. There is a link in the description about my challenge, you know, with Herbalife, and we will help you achieve your goal. It doesn't matter if it's weight gain, weight loss, or to maintain a peak of performance. So yes, that's the end of this vlog, and I'm ready to go to practice for tomorrow. Thank you guys, and see you soon.